Daniel Negreanu is looking down at Jack 7 suited. Pre-flop begins with Negreanu putting on a masterclass in loose aggressive play from the hijack position. He opens the pot to 22,000 holding an incredibly speculative hand. Isaac Haxton, the math wizard of the high roller scene, sits on the button with ace-10 of clubs. Haxton makes a standard flat call in position, keeping his range disguised while acknowledging the strength of his own hand. The flop falls a rainbow texture. This is a disaster for Negreanu. He has missed completely, holding only jack high with a backdoor straight draw. Haxton, however, has flopped top pair with a decent kicker. Fua checks his bottom pair. Despite missing the board, Negreanu takes the aggressive route and fires a continuation bet of 36,000. He is trying to represent the ace or king. Haxton, holding the ace, smoothly calls, trapping the bluffer. The turn brings the 6 of spades, which is a complete blank. With no equity, Negreanu decides that he has to keep telling his story. He fires a second barrel of 85,000. Haxton is now facing a decision. He has top pair, but Negreanu is betting into him twice on an ace-high board. Haxton reasons that his hand is underrepresented and calls again, refusing to fold to aggression when his hand is likely best. The river is the queen of diamonds. Negreanu has missed everything, but despite that he decides that holding one blocker to the straight is enough to make it a bluff spot. This is such a Negreanu move, and one of the reasons I like him so much. He is never afraid to play the player, not the cards. Haxton goes deep into the tank, and I guess he got coolered earlier or something, because despite getting good odds on that pot,
Haxton folds the best hand.
Well done.
Show me a bluff.
Why?
I
never do that.
It would be so fun. Jesus.
He is laughing really hard.
That was poetic. It's hard to bluff Ike.
What the hell? Once in a blue moon, you gotta steam.
Daniel Negreanu is looking down at pocket queens. Pre-flop begins in the high-stakes arena of the Poker Stars Caribbean Adventure, featuring a legendary confrontation between two of the game's greatest icons, Daniel Negreanu and Seidel. The hand serves as a masterclass in how even the world's best players can talk themselves into disaster when they prioritize the metagame over the actual strength of their cards.
I guess this goes as a raise then.
So Daniel puts him all in, and Eric is drawing to an ace
234, right?
with his tournament on the line.
In case.
Where my hubris stuff.
Eric was already not in great shape. We saw Jonathan fold an ace.
The flop is all clubs.
That's good, right? Yeah, clubs. I was able to say that I had the club.
One ace left.
Oh, you had an ace too?
No. I say one ace left. Yeah, no. Ace the club. No.
Ace
I know.
finito.
I don't like this. No.
Doesn't look good, does it?
At least for Eric's sake, Jonathan folded the one ace that's no good to him.
And that'll do it. The flush for Negreanu.
All right, good luck, kid.
Daniel Negreanu is looking down at pocket nines. Pre-flop begins with a straddle from Tony G, a strategic choice that doubles the stakes, but also inflates his ego, forcing the table to play on his terms. Negreanu, sitting with pocket nines, decides to take control. He raises to 3,200. It is a strong raise, designed to isolate the straddler and define ranges early. However, Tony G is not a player who folds his straddle easily. Looking down at 5-3 suited, a hand that most players would instantly muck, Tony sees potential. He defends,
Me and the G.
relying on his ability to outplay Negreanu post-flop rather than the raw strength of his cards. The flop is an action-packed texture that hits Tony G's garbage range significantly harder than it hits Negreanu's premium range. Negreanu, holding the overpair, leads out for 4,500. He is betting for value and protection, knowing that nines are vulnerable on this low, connected board. Tony G makes the call. He has too much equity to fold. The turn brings the jack, a card that is better for Negreanu's range than for Tony's. Negreanu fires a second barrel of 11,000. This is a critical point. Negreanu is polarizing his hand. He is saying he can beat a pair of fives. Tony G, however, enters sheriff mode. He refuses to believe Negreanu. He convinces himself that the jack is a good card for Negreanu to bluff on. The river is the 10. Negreanu, sensing that Tony is in call-down mode, decides to go for thin value. He bets 21,000. It is a large bet, asking Tony to pay a premium to see the cards. Tony G goes into the tank. He looks at his pair of fives, which is effectively fourth pair. To call here, he has to believe Negreanu has exactly ace-king or a total air bluff.
Good bet. Too good.
I would have flopped a straight if I played my hand.
I was even money. Had a
On
pain
flop?
straight draw.
Yeah, that's what I put you on. You turn a straight draw. Like a G flop.
Pre-flop initiates a spectacular leveling war between two of Canada's finest poker minds, showcasing how high-stakes tournament poker often revolves around playing the player rather than the cards.
Just can't see.
No.
Thank you.
No problem.
The action begins with Sam Stein opening to 17,000 from the cutoff. McDonald, sitting on the button, looks down at ace-jack offsuit. It is a strong hand, but instead of calling, he decides to apply pressure with a 3-bet to 42,000, targeting Stein's wide opening range. However, Negreanu is waiting in the big blind with Queen 10 suited. This is where the psychology deepens. Negreanu knows that McDonald knows that Stein is opening light. Therefore, Negreanu assumes McDonald's 3-bet range is also very wide. Negreanu decides to run a cold 4-bet bluff to 96,000. It is a bold move, completely based on the players, not the cards. Stein quickly gets out of the way, but McDonald isn't finished. Believing Negreanu is making a move, McDonald clicks it back, 5-betting to 150,000.
Can't see.
Re-raise 150. Makes it a total 150,000.
Yeah, can you see that stare down?
Now, Negreanu is in a bizarre spot. He has been re-raised by a player he was trying to bluff. However, because the 5-bet is relatively small and the pot is so bloated, Negreanu feels priced in. He makes the call with Queen 10, taking a massive inflated pot to the flop out of position.
I check.
The flop falls a completely disconnected board that misses both players entirely. The pot is a staggering 328,000. Negreanu, the pre-flop caller, checks. McDonald, having seized the initiative with his 5-bet, fires a continuation bet of 77,000. He is representing a premium overpair like kings or aces, trying to end the hand right there. But Negreanu is reading the narrative, not the board. He knows McDonald 5-bet light, and he knows this flop doesn't connect with the type of hands McDonald would use to do that. Negreanu decides to pull the trigger on a massive high-variance play. This is a breathtaking display of aggression. Negreanu is holding absolutely nothing but queen high, yet he is playing his hand exactly as if he had flopped a set of 9s or 4s.
Can you show any? No, don't actually, don't.
Don't show?
I'm recommend.
You recommend I don't show?
No, I was gonna say show one.
Scott's
No, I was gonna say show 2 or 0. Don't show 1 here.
Don't show 1, because that's needle-ish?
Yeah, I was gonna say 2 or 0.
I'm gonna show... I'm gonna go with my lawyer and go 0.
Yeah.
Daniel Negreanu is looking down at King Jack offsuit. Pre-flop begins with a straddle from Jennifer Tilly, which immediately incentivizes the aggressive players to attack the money. Tony G, never one to let a straddle go unpunished, raises to 2,500 with ace-6 offsuit. It is a standard isolation play, but he finds himself getting looked up by the rest of the table. Joe Hashem makes a loose call on the button with Queen 8 suited. Negreanu spots the pot odds and decides to defend from the blinds. Even Tilly comes along, creating a 4-way pot where ranges are wide and the potential for a collision is high.
How about this, gentlemen?
And lady.
We'll do. He doesn't have to straddle. Everyone else will straddle from here on out.
Jen calls.
Sound good?
I'm happy
Nope.
with that.
Yeah? You want to do that?
Jennifer doesn't like it.
Flop, tray 9, queen.
I go with company rule.
Yeah.
If everyone wants to straddle, I'll straddle. But you understand that makes it a bigger game. I am checking.
For sure.
Hashem, who has flopped top pair with his queen, fires a bet of 5,000. He is betting for value and protection. Tilly decides that her kicker is too weak to continue and folds. Negreanu holds king high and a gut shot straight draw. Most players fold here without a second thought. However, Negreanu executes a float. He calls the 5,000, relying entirely on his ability to outplay Hashem on later streets or hit a miracle card. The turn brings the 5 of hearts. This is a pivotal card.
Everyone's playing except one guy.
While it doesn't give Negreanu a made hand, it drastically improves his equity. Because he holds the Jack of Hearts, he has now picked up a flush draw to go along with his straight draw.
Don't let him get to you. You're playing good, Ken.
Sure.
Negreanu checks, and Haxton decides to fire a second barrel of 10,000. Haxton is telling a story that he has a flush or a strong queen and wants to charge the draws.
Good call.
I didn't call the river yet. It's just
Good call.
Oh, in the turn it was a good call?
Good call.
I don't know, maybe.
I sense sarcasm. River 10 of diamonds. Daniel hits his gutter ball. Very good call on the turn. Daniel checks. Joe wise enough to check behind. Wow.
King Jack. Got it.
You have queen, right? I didn't even see that.
Also got a queen.
Jack, queen.
Really?
Decent amount of outs. Heart, king, 10, jack. Not jack. Heart, king, 10.
Nice river.
Daniel wins.
Wow.
Daniel Negreanu is looking down at pocket tens. The dynamic here is steeped in decades of mutual history and high-stakes tournament pressure. Negreanu opens the action with a standard bet, but little does he know he actually bet more than he wanted to.
Hey, ready?
Holy misclicks.
The small baller accidentally decided to play with a bigger ball. Yep.
Seidel has a crucial decision to make regarding his bet sizing. He could simply shove all in, protecting his hand and guaranteeing a decent increase to his stack. Instead, he opts for a much more sinister, value-oriented line.
I'm all in.
Whoops!
Ay-ya.
I call.
Seidel obviously calls.
A misclick got me.
Oh, sick. Sick. That's kind of sick if you think with tens too.
I know, right? Then I had to then it forced me to
Wow.
get a little crazier.
Yeah, because
So, it'd be good.
Seidel is the player at risk, but Negreanu is a huge underdog here. Even bigger dog now. Now just one chance. Just 5% for the double up. A 10 on the river!
You were right. Thanks, Tobias. I run good. I got him covered.
Gross.
All right, good luck, everyone.
Daniel Negreanu is holding Queen Jack offsuit. He opens to $2,500. That's a bread-and-butter late position open, dominates the Queen 10 and Jack 10 holdings that call too often, has blockers to 3 bets, and plays cleanly post-flop in position. 3 callers flatten with wide, capped ranges, offsuit broadways, suited aces, suited connectors, paired high card textures heavily favor the pre-flop raiser because he has all the strong Queen X and slow-played overpairs. Many callers arrive with 8x, pocket pairs, floats, or the diamond backdoors. Negreanu continuation bets $6,000 into a multi-way field, small sizing that targets folds from ace-high and underpairs while keeping dominated Queen X and diamond draws in. When Haxton continues, his range is mostly Queen X, pocket pairs stubbornly peeling, and diamond hands. Ace-high floats with backdoor equity also show up. The board double pairs, which is a dream card for the raiser's Queen X. Negreanu's value density jumps because any queen now makes a full house, and his bluffs retain good fold equity against stubborn pocket pairs and busted backdoors. He bets $12,000, again a pressure, but keep worse in sizing. Given action, Haxton is rarely trapping queens. He's weighted to diamonds, ace-high floats, and the occasional pocket pair praying for a river miracle. That river improves a lot of Haxton's floats to 1 pair of aces, but it doesn't dent Negreanu's nut edge. Queens still bowed up. 8s don't exist for Haxton often, and missed diamonds remain abundant. After Haxton checks the 3rd time, Negreanu fires $27,000 for clear value.
As we young internet kids say, you're polarized. Isn't that right, Jose?
Yeah.
Polarized. Right?
Polarized.
You haven't fuffled. Show me one.
Okay.
Daniel shows the jack.
I fold.
Oh, damn it.
Daniel Negreanu is looking down on 10-9 suited.
Who lost the last one?
Me, that'd be me. Steaming.
boom.
This hand sits in the suited connector bucket that plays well. Versus a 3-bet, it has equity versus broadways, realizes well in position, and can call profitably against most small blind ranges.
Such a good spot.
Oh, him again. Him and his spots again.
Except you have to act first.
Oh, yeah.
Veldhouse re-raises to $7,000 from the small blind. That sizing represents a fairly standard linear small blind 3-bet, strong aces, broadways, and some pocket pairs. When Negreanu calls, His range keeps most suited connectors, suited broadways, medium pairs, and a few slow plays. Importantly, he retains position and stack to pot depth for post-flop maneuvering. Texture advantage is mixed. The small blind has all-over pairs and more ace-10 offsuit. The caller has more 4s and 10x suited. Veldhouse continuation bets 11,500 with ace-queen of diamonds.
I love the 6-spot speech. That was the best part of this hand. It's fun. 11, huh?
That's a good level, huh?
It was good. 6-spot, boom, raise, da-da-da.
That bet targets folds from unpaired high cards and protects overpairs, while keeping bluffs like 2 overcards with backdoors. Negreanu's call with top pair and excellent runout potential keeps his range uncapped. From Veldhouse's seat, once called, Negreanu's range condenses around 4s, 10s, pocket pairs like jacks through 7s, and sticky backdoors. This is a pivotal card, because trips remain the nuts, and gives Negreanu a valuable backdoor flush draw. Check-check makes sense for both. Veldhouse's ace-queen has little fold equity versus 4s and 10s, and hates getting check-raised. Negreanu's check protects his flop call range, keeps bluffs in, and realizes 2 clean ways to improve, clubs and 9. Negreanu improves to 2-pair, 10s and 9s, while Veldhouse remains with ace-high. From a range view, the river shifts blocker dynamics. Negreanu's line contains more 9x, while Veldhouse remains with ace-high.
I'm all in.
So you're saying I made a good check on the turn? Is that what you're claiming? Such level. I mean, you know more about my game than anyone, so is that enough to make the difference for me? I would have felt better if I just bet the turn, you raised, and then I called. That would have been more fun. Fire on the river. Are you hoping that I'm going to play good here? I'm so confused.
Daniel calls, and for a change, sees some good news at Showdown.